Happy Thursday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. It is time for Shift Your Thinking Daily, where we transform our inner experience to a phenomenal outer experience. For now, 10 minutes of our day, we do it together. Before we jump into today's message, let's go ahead and take a couple deep breaths, release some tension, move around the energy, clear our pathways to receive a powerful message for today, as it's always been powerful. All right, follow me with your deep breaths. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Woo! How are you, lovey? Say hi, say hello, drop a comment down below. If you're new to me, my name's Lisa Puerto, super agent, also on all social media at LA Super Agent. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I invite you to connect with me, follow, turn on the post notifications. That way you don't miss any new episodes. If I'm bringing any value to you, I'd love to hear it. Drop a comment, send me a DM. And of course, if you're on Facebook, you can hit me up in the messenger as well. All right, we are continuing our series from Shift Your Thinking with Dean Del Sesto's 200 Ways to Improve Our Life. And you guessed it, there are 200 ways in this book, which means at the completion of this series, which is a bonus on my channel, my radio channel, also Ready, Set, Real Estate, it's a bonus. Why is it a bonus? You may say, Lisa, why are you doing the personal development and you got your real estate show? How does that work? Why? Because real estate starts here. It's a mindset. It's not like buying shoes, and you're not buying property is not an overnight thing. You don't wake up and say, I'm gonna go buy a new pair of shoes and then I'm gonna swap it out. It's a process, it's an experience. And so in order to get my clients, get everyone there, even me, as I look to level up where I am in my business and where I am in my personal portfolios, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. So this is why we do Shift Your Thinking. All right, so let's jump into today's message. I am calling this same old, same old. We are on episode 107. 107. If you're following along, I'm in the section where it says, it's amazing how new the same old things can become. Get it? Same old, same old. He says, isn't it time you gave your life that new car smell? Who's feeling like you need newness in your life, or you desire newness in your life? Go ahead and press 1 in the comments below. Drop 1 if you feel you need new. He says 77 years. That's the average duration of human life according to national averages. Give or take a few years, he says. Of course, what we do at that time is our decision. Drop in the comments, my decision. And how exciting or how boring our life is comes down to choice. That's right, your choice, my choice. But life, with all of its urgencies and distractions, right, true, life happens, can and generally does sidetrack any planning to make life more fulfilling. He says the result is that our excitement level goes from vibrant colors to drab beige. Yeah, drab beige. Now, he says, begging the thought that comes to mind from time to mind. This is it? This is my life? How are you feeling? Is that how you're feeling sometimes? Do you have these random thoughts? I'll share a quick story with you. I had that thought once upon in my life a couple years ago. And I remember I was in my car and I was not in the best scenarios, not in the best situation. Fortunately, I knew I had to make the choice to change it. And I literally said, there's no way this is my life. There's no way. When I felt in my DNA that I was destined for more. So do you feel that way? Do you feel like in your very fiber, in your core, that you were destined to do something else, so much more, and it's in you? When you're not listening, you are committing spiritual suicide. For me, I've been committing spiritual suicide for years, until finally I decided to take that leap of faith, if you will, step out of my comfort zone. And ever since then, I have been stepping out and growing, and growth is the purpose. I came here as a spiritual being to have this human experience, and whoa, is it a phenomenal experience, including my trials, tribulations, my pain, everything that I've experienced, the obstacles, the challenges, all of those things I am grateful for. Why? Because they are lessons to be learned from each and every one of those as opportunities. I invite you to look at your experiences that way. Watch how drastic your life changes, your attitude changes, your bank account changes. I mean, you start to attract things in your life that you go, wow, I wasn't expecting that, but you were expecting that. He says, although the thought may hit us on rare occasions, we probably won't wake up one day and totally re-engineer our life, right? No, you're not going to wake up one day and just say, all right, I'm starting fresh. It's a process. He says it's not realistic, nor do we have to change everything. And I agree. That's how I've been incrementally changing things in my life. When I made the decision to move on, first thing I did was I ended my relationship. The next thing I did was I downsized my life. I started to look at what I could do without. What did I need? What did I need? Just needed my clothing and children, right? And then I started to rebuild my life from there. He says, by looking at our daily routines, monthly commitments, and annual big things we do, we have amazing capacity to integrate a little innovation, say that word innovation, drop in the comments below, innovation that can make the same old new and never the same again. He says, it's amazing how far little adjustments can go in making life seem completely revitalized. Replace TV time with replace TV time with watching a learning video, dinner at the table with dinner at the park, a walk around the neighborhood with a walk on the beach, reading the paper with starting that elusive hobby, he says, a half-baked commitment at work with a full court press, a day of yard work with a day of helping the neighbor with the yard, the annual timeshare in Vegas for one in the mountains, and so on, and so on, and so on. He says, it's not a complete overhaul, but the small shifts in how, when, and the way we do things will take an existence that has become drab and bring a great deal more color and excitement to life. That's for that reason you see a lot of my Ready, Set, Real Estate gear has a lot of color. I know my graphics team, my branding team, they want to marry me to a palette. However, but then it looks like I'm going to wear the same t-shirt every day, which is actually not a bad idea, because when you look at Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Ma and all these multi-billionaires of the world, they're not spending too much time worrying about what they're wearing. I like creativity. It's just me expressing myself. So that's one way I spruce things up with my wardrobe. I invite you, CTA now, think about a couple ways of how you too, how you too can take same old to something new. And it doesn't have to be this huge, massive change, just something small. For me, we went from Shift Your Thinking Weekly to now me being more exciting with doing it daily. That's me changing it up a bit. I like this so far. You let me know how you're enjoying this. All right, lovies. Make sure you are subscribing, hit the notifications, and connect with me at lasuperagent on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if you're a YouTuber, hey, come check your girl out at youtube.com/LASuperagent. If you're into mobile universities and radio podcasts, yes, definitely keyword Ready, Set, Real Estate in your favorite radio podcast app. It'll come right up, and hit subscribe, and guess what? That's all you need to do. You won't miss any episodes. All right, have a productive and fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow on another episode of Shift Your Thinking Daily. See ya!